Hey guys! So going on to my second contract with VIPKid, I kind of cringe at how inefficiently I used my time. So here are 5 things I wish I knew so I can hopefully save you some time. Over prepping for class. When I first started, I would spend hours prepping for my classes. I would go through every single class I had the next day, slide by slide, making notes, watching videos, almost rehearsing how the course would go and which props I would use. I'm not saying that you shouldn't prepare at all. When you're first starting, I do recommend you watching some videos, going through your slides, making sure that you understand how it all works. And naturally, you are going to take a little bit longer because it's also new. But after you've had some classes under your belt, don't OCD prep like I did. You'll quickly realize that all the major courses in VIPKid have the same structure and the same instructions, and you'll know what's expected of the student and what instructions you should say without really having to prep at all. And in those cases, when you look at a slide and you don't know what you should do, there are some teacher tips on the side of your screen to help you out. And to buy me time in these moments, I just say, look at this. Or I circle the picture, I ask the student what it is, or I ask them to read the words that they see on the slide. And by the time they do that, you'll know exactly what to say. The point is, these kids are taking VIPKid classes on the side. So don't waste your time unnecessarily prepping like I did while not getting paid. You can still do an amazing job and be professional and prepared while not spending more time and energy than needed. As for props, I just have a bunch of random 2D props that I printed in my first couple lessons, and I have them all over my table and I improv as I go. It sounds daunting, but you'll be surprised at how creative you get when you're trying to help the student understand. And for all of the other things that I don't have props for, I just use Google Slides. It's free, it's digital, and don't worry, I'll be making another video on props. 2, writing feedback. I'm just gonna say it. I hate writing feedback. After every VIPKid class, you have to write feedback to tell the parents how the class went. And just like prepping for class, I would spend ages writing feedback, making sure it was personalized. And I'm not saying that you should be overly general, and I'm not saying that you should write 3 words. If there's something that your student did well or improved on, mention it. If there's something that he or she clearly needs to work on, say it. But be succinct and to the point. Personally, I use Google Slides because there are templates and they're also free. But of course, I don't just copy and paste. I personalize my template according to how the class went. 3, supplemental classes. Honestly, this is one of my biggest regrets looking back, not getting certified for my supplemental classes sooner. I just felt like I wasn't ready or I was too scared to take the plunge, but when I finally did, I kept on looking back and thinking about how many more bookings I could have gotten if I got certified sooner. I love my supplemental classes because they give me some variation throughout my day and they give me more possibilities to convert students into regular students, especially in the summer when students do take more supplemental classes. Each supplemental class has its structure, but they're all consistent. So once you do a couple, you'll get the timing right and you will have no difficulties with them. And best of all, they aren't permanent. So if you do one grammar class and you find that you really don't like it, you can drop it. 4, incorporating more technology. I know that not everybody is tech savvy and that is totally okay. You can still do an amazing job and build a roster of regular students using low-tech tools like 2D props or simply showing Google Slides on your phone, because this was totally me at the beginning of my journey. I was deathly afraid of getting what's known as a TIT, Teacher IT issue, because of using programs such as OBS, ManyCam, or CamTwist. Eventually, I realized that I did want to go for it and try OBS in my classroom because I wanted to keep class fun and exciting for my regular students. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it has been a game changer. It's like having brownie with vanilla ice cream. The warm brownie, good on its own, but with the vanilla ice cream, it just makes it 10 times better. Bringing OBS into my classroom has made transitioning from class to class faster, less stressful, and just smoother. I've also been able to explain more complicated words or concepts to my students, as well as build stronger connections with my students because I'm able to show them my internet browser and show them an image of a word that they might not know while we're conversing. 5. Cancellations. It happens all the time in VIPKid, and don't worry. At the beginning of my journey, when this would happen to me, I would think, did I do something wrong? Do they not like the way I teach? I would do what I do best and overthink. But you have to realize that these kids have other things going on in their lives, and sometimes they just need to cancel class because they're too tired, they have too much schoolwork, they have family events, things like that. Most of the time, it has nothing to do with you. It's the same thing with regular students that suddenly just disappear. In the beginning, I used to really take this to heart, especially when I had built a really good relationship with that student. But sometimes the kids just find another teacher that suits their learning style more, and that's okay. You have to just try not to take it too badly. And try to look at it as an opportunity for you as well to find another regular student who connects with you better. I really hope that these tips were useful to you and saves you some time. Be sure to come back because I will be posting more videos very soon. And don't forget, I do want to be your mentor and my referral code will be in the description.